Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about 10 bad habits that destroy your confidence. Self-confidence is one of those intangible things that's hard to define, but it when you see it, it can be thought of as a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities and judgment, and it impacts nearly every aspect of our lives, including how we feel about ourselves, how others see us, and how we perform in school and at work. Although a lack of confidence can be the result of debilitating social anxiety or other mental health conditions that influence one's self perception, it's not always the case. You might not even realize that you have some subconscious habits that are actually destroying your confidence. Let's take a look at some of these tendencies and behaviors so you can learn to recognize them and get started on building healthy habits instead. So there is number 1, neglecting your appearance. You already know the importance of good hygiene and that you should take care of your health and appearance. And one of the most important things to be aware of is that when you neglect your appearance, you are essentially showing disrespect for yourself. Furthermore, if you don't feel good about how you look, then your self-esteem is going to take a hit, especially when it comes to social situations. It may seem like a superficial point, but properly caring for your appearance can really go a long way towards building your self-confidence. So there are number 2, obsessing over minor flaws. When you look in the mirror, you are quick to notice any mirror flaw in your appearance. Do you get stuck on this flaw and magnify it in your mind until it feels like it's all you can see? If so, you need to stop. This practice is toxic for confidence. Even if you think you are just being honest with yourself, viewing your flaws with hyper focus can cause you to despise what you see. When this happens, your attention shifts from admiring all of the things you love about yourself to constantly scrutinizing everything you think is wrong. This ritual of self-criticism leaves you feeling sad, inadequate and ashamed, not the best atmosphere for a confident mindset. Instead of obsessing over minor flaws, try putting that same energy into seeing the positive qualities in yourself. It may feel strange at first. After all, positivity is often hard on when cynicism has become a habit. But as with any new habit worth developing, daily practice will transform how you feel about yourself. So number 3 is talking about your perceived weaknesses. There is a fine line between being self-deprecating and taking it too far. While self-depreciation is meant to show that you are a normal person who does not take yourself too seriously, it can, in some cases, come across as insecurity. Besides, if you constantly make negative comments about yourself, people will notice and either grow tired of hearing it or start thinking that maybe you are actually not as great as you seem. If you must discuss a weakness, for example, in a professional context like a job interview, frame it as an area for growth. It will show that while there are certain things you can improve on, there is a willingness and desire to learn new skills and excel in more areas than just those that come naturally. So number 4 is over complimenting others. When you over compliment others, you are essentially telling them how much better they are than you. Of course, it is important to build others up, but if you do it too much and make yourself out to be a small fish in comparison, then you will start to believe these narratives. Instead of repeating this cycle of over complimenting others and demanding yourself, take the time to appreciate your own gift and talent. Remember that everyone has a different strength and weaknesses. In fact, if we are all alike, then none of us would stand out in the crowd. Each one of us has something special that makes us unique. So don't forget about your positive traits. So there are number 5, believing your negative self-talk. If you are like most people, you like experience negative thought about yourself from time to time. Unfortunately, it is much easier to believe the bad things we tell ourselves than the good ones, and over time, this type of thinking only lowers your self-esteem and confidence, making it harder to believe in yourself and achieve your goals. While positive affirmations can help undo some of these thought patterns, even more helpful is learning how not to take your negative self-talk too seriously in the first place. It will allow for a more objective perspective on life, leading you down a path towards greater happiness overall and therefore more confidence. So, here is number 6 bad habit, excessive apologizing. Do you ever find yourself saying I am sorry even when someone else bump into you? While apologies can be powerful and important, being too polite or saying sorry all the time can actually hurt your confidence. Excessive apologizing can make you seem unsure of yourself, as do you have no faith in your abilities or decisions. You should not apologize for things that you know are not your fault, or for something that you don't feel sorry about. Doing so, you put the blame on yourself and lead others to think that you are at fault. Apologies should be given when they are called for, otherwise, they lose their effectiveness and meaning. So, number 7 is letting others make decisions for you. You can't be confident if you don't know what you want or don't believe that your opinions matters. Confidence is built by expressing your desire in honest, empowering ways. This can only happen when you listen to yourself, trust yourself, and follow through on things you want in life. When someone is telling you what they think should happen or pressuring you into doing something they want instead of considering your needs, or worse yet, they try to control or manipulate you, your confidence will suffer for it. So, number 8 is lowering your standards. Lowering your standards to be okay with whatever happens means accepting less than what you deserve. So, lowering your standard will make things more comfortable or convenient for you, and while it might be an easy solution at the moment, it will not help your confidence in the long run. In fact, lowering your standards lowers your self-worth and causes more problem than it solves. It's also a slippery slope. Once you start doing it for one thing, it becomes easier to do it for others as well. We may not all hold the same values, and that's okay, but if you have a set of standards and stick to them, it will make you happier and definitely more confident. So, here is number 7 habit, maintaining toxic relationship. When it comes to being confident, the relationship you have in your life play a major role. That's because Everyone around you affect the way you think and feel about yourself. The people are closest to you, your family, friends, co-workers, and even acquaintances all have an impact on your self-esteem. If those around you are constantly criticizing or belittling you, your confidence will diminish. So take a step back and consider whether your relationship are healthy for both parties involved, especially if your confidence has taken a hit as a result of being with these individuals. In order to be confident and assertive, it's important that you surround yourself with positive people who care about your well-being as much as their own. So here is a last number 10, comparing yourself to others. This is last bad habit. We have all been there. You are caught up in your social media feed and you start to notice that other people are reaching milestone faster than you. Maybe they have a nicer house, a better job, or they are happily married while you are struggling with dating. You feel jealous, insecure, and maybe even angry that these people have something you don't. But wait, is it really as bad as it seems? Comparing yourself to others is normal human behavior. We are wired to notice differences and make judgments, but if left unchecked, this habit can be destructive to your self-confidence. It can leave you feeling envious or resentful of the accomplishments of others. Try instead to focus on what sets you apart in a positive way and remind yourself that everyone's path is different, even if they look similar at first glance. These bad habits are all markers of low self-confidence. While some of them may seem harmless, they can cause considerable damage if ignored for long enough. The trick is to recognize these pitfalls when they happen. With practice, you will be able to substitute a positive thought or behavior each time one of these bad habits pops up. If you enjoyed